What does the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 say about the definition of transgender? Let's dive right in. The BNS 2023 in Section 10 modernizes the legal language around gender. It acknowledges that the pronoun he and its derivatives are applicable to any person, be they male, female, or transgender. This inclusive language is a noteworthy shift in the legal framework. But how does the BNS define transgender? It turns to Clause K of Section 2 of the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019 for its definition. This act is a significant piece of legislation that aims to protect the rights of transgender people in India. By referring to this act, the BNS 2023 aligns itself with the broader movement for transgender rights. Thus, the BNS 2023 has taken a progressive step in recognizing the rights of transgender people. Did you know that the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 repeals the offense of sedition? But what does it retain from it? Let's delve into this. The BNS signifies a major shift in the legal framework, indicating a new approach to certain types of speech and expression. The BNS proposes to repeal sedition, an offense that was formerly under the Indian Penal Code. This was a law that criminalized acts against the government. However, in the new BNS, this is replaced with penalizing acts that endanger the unity and integrity of India. In essence, the BNS has shifted the focus from acts against the government to acts against the country. This change underlines a significant shift in the understanding of what constitutes a threat to the nation. But it's important to note, aspects of sedition have been retained under Section 152 of the new BNS. This section penalizes anyone who purposely or knowingly excites or attempts to excite secession, armed rebellion, or subversive activities. This could be through words, signs, visible representation, electronic communication, financial means, or otherwise. Anyone indulging in such acts can be punished with imprisonment for life or with imprisonment extending to 7 years, and they shall also be liable to a fine. However, any comments expressing disapproval of the measures or administrative or other actions of the government with a view to obtain their alteration by lawful means will not be an offense under this provision. So, while the offense of sedition is repealed, aspects of it are retained to penalize acts that endanger the country's unity and integrity. How does the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 address the issue of mob lynching? Well, it introduces specific provisions to deal with this grave issue. In a first, mob lynching has been made a separate offense under the BNS. The act aims to deter such heinous acts by outlining severe punishments for those involved. Let's dive into Section 103 of the BNS, which lays out the punishment for mob lynching. It states that when a group of 5 or more persons act in concert to commit murder on the grounds of race, caste, community, sex, place of birth, language, personal belief, or any other similar ground, each member of such a group shall be punished with death or imprisonment for life and shall also be liable to fine. In essence, the BNS 2023 recognizes the urgency to address the issue of mob lynching and takes a firm stand against it by introducing these specific provisions. It's a significant step towards ensuring justice and safety for all citizens. With these provisions, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 aims to deter the heinous act of mob lynching. What changes does the BNS 2023 bring in defining terrorism, you ask? Well, let's dive in. In an unprecedented move, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita or BNS of 2023 for the first time explicitly defines terrorism. This marks a significant shift from the Indian Penal Code, which had no clear definition of the term. This inclusion is a significant step toward providing a more comprehensive legal framework for addressing terrorist activities. The BNS broadens the scope of what constitutes a terrorist act. It does not merely confine terrorism to acts of violence or threats to national security. Instead, it brings under its ambit actions that threaten or are likely to threaten the economic security of India. So, what does this mean? This essentially means that acts causing or likely to cause damage to the monetary stability of India through the production, smuggling, or circulation of counterfeit Indian paper currency, coin, or any other material are now considered terrorist acts. This is a significant expansion of the concept of terrorism, acknowledging the detrimental impact economic instability can have on a nation. But that's not all. The BNS also categorizes acts threatening or likely to threaten the unity, integrity, sovereignty, and security of the country as terrorist acts. These acts include causing death or damage to properties through the use of bombs, explosives, firearms, or other lethal weapons, or poisonous or noxious gases, or other chemicals, or any other substance, whether biological or radioactive. This definition recognizes the diverse nature of terrorist activities and the wide-ranging threats they pose. It also underscores the need for a broad-based approach to countering terrorism, one that goes beyond traditional security measures and incorporates economic and societal dimensions. By defining terrorism in a comprehensive manner, the BNS 2023 strengthens the legal framework to address terrorist activities. This is a crucial step forward in India's fight against terrorism, providing a more robust legal basis for prosecuting those who seek to undermine the country's security, unity, and economic stability.